Hello, today I'd like to show you a small project I've been working on for a 3D stereoscopic camera based on the OAK-D and a Raspberry Pi 4B that I found on printables.com, and I wanted to be able to use the 3D stereoscopic pictures, which are RGB+D pictures, RGB plus depth, on my looking glass holographic display, which is, and you can see, this is called the Portrait, and it's not in production anymore, but they have several other models. And so here's there's a couple of different pictures here. It's hard to see unless you're in person, the 3D nature, but hopefully you get the idea as I move the camera, and I'll show you a different picture or two here. This is some flowers I've got going on, and with a stereo camera there isn't quite as good of a horizontal parallax. It's not going to be as good as if you have a series of pictures side by side that you can take with a sort of a horizontal track. That's sort of the recommended. But this is a camera is a relatively inexpensive, and you can bring it around everywhere. So here's the camera I've constructed with the OAK-D Lite up top here, some 3D printed bracket, and then the Raspberry Pi with a UPS battery pack, and then a small screen that you use, and this is again on printables. So all you have to do is you can take pictures using a Python application, and right now the interface is a little clunky, but it works. You just click an icon here and it brings up the 3D view, and what that is a combination of depth and RGB and depth. So this gives you sort of a preview of what you're taking, and actually it's a disparity map on the right. The brighter, hotter colors are the closer, and the cooler ones are further away. And to take a picture, you right now you have to click the keyboard P key, but this is a temporary interface. I'll make a better one as I use it more. But that's how the camera looks like, and it's pretty handy. It's not bad for a homebrew type build. And here is the printables entry that I used to build this. It's called the Raspberry Pi 4B OAK-D Lite Portable 3D Camera. And there's the author, Slim Pickens. And so this inspired me a while back because I wanted to again use the output RGB images on the looking glass holographic display. And the code that he was using here was only using one camera and an AI model to derive the depth, but I wanted to use the stereo cameras, so I found 3 different examples in the depth AI code examples directory, and to combine them to use to create a stereo depth picture from the 3 cameras, really, the 2 mono cameras left and right, and the color camera, and mapping the depth alignment to the color camera. And there's instructions on how to do that on the Luxonis docs, depth AI components and software. But and my code is on the in GitHub, and I'll share that below this video. But it still needs some work because of the holes and other defects that are in the depth map. But it does a reasonable job for several hours of work. And here's the post I made asking for help for improving the quality of these depth maps. Here you can see the picture I showed you on the looking glass, and this is what an RGB+D image looks like. The 2 pictures together, one is a grayscale and the other one is the photo RGB. And in this case I'm using disparity, not actual depth. So the pixels in here are the disparity between the left and right images for each of those pixels, and that works quite well with the looking glass software that we use, which is called Looking Glass Studio. Well, that's about it for this demo and information about the RGB+D camera build. So if you have any questions or comments, please add them below. Thank you.